Go.
Hello, my name is Josh Garman, reporting live from our news station in Tucson, Arizona. Coming up on JJLC at 6, we have a story about a volcano erupting in Indonesia and putting the Indonesian people in panic. But first we have the weather story. As you may know, up in the northern hemisphere when it is winter, down below in the southern hemisphere it is summer and vice versa. In the United States, early in January, there were several days where if you spent even a half an hour outside, you could get frostbite. And the question is, how can it be so cold if the planet is getting hotter? Climate scientists have figured out that in the past 100 years, the average temperature of the Earth has risen by 1.4 degrees Fahrenheit. This may not seem like a lot, but it has a huge effect on the world's climate. And if people keep using fossil fuels, the average temperature just might rise more. Next, we have a volcano story. Now to you, Lucas.
Thanks, Josh. Now for our story on the volcano. That forced thousands of Indonesian people to evacuate their homes and leave behind everything. Mount Cinnabon erupted. Its explosions have blasted ash and rock 4 miles through the sky. It killed at least 15 people. You see, this isn't surprising to Indonesia because Indonesia is part of the Ring of Fire. The Ring of Fire is made of volcanoes and are constantly erupting. We now go to Cameron for an interview of a man named Robert Chow who has some stuff to say.
Thanks, Lucas. I'm here interviewing Robert Chow. His whole restaurant was blown to bits by this blast. Barely made it out alive. Let's see what he has to say about it. So, Robert, what is your story about this horrifying experience?
Well, I was preparing fresh vegetables in my restaurant about 5 miles away from the volcano. It was all a big boom. It shook my restaurant like an earthquake. I looked outside to see what was happening, then I saw a big cloud of smoke coming from the volcano. I evacuated everyone from my restaurant just in time. When the last person evacuated, there was this big rock heading straight towards my restaurant. I ran for my life and drove away while watching a horror as my restaurant blew to bits.
Where did you go afterwards?
I went home and I grabbed my wife, my kids, and our dog, and we drove until we reached the end of the country.
What did you think personally happened?
I think the gods above us were mad at us about misusing something. I can't figure out why though. What though? In any case, I'm just glad I got out with my family alive.
Well, there you have it. A personal opinion and story from a victim of this horrible blast. Back to you, Josh and Lucas.
Well, that wraps up today's episode of JJLC. Hopefully you won't erupt in happiness from today's episode. Don't forget that climating a volcano won't be easy, and you'll probably get hot feet instead of cold.
Nice puns, Josh.
Thanks for watching. Come back next time on JJLC.
Hey,